Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Stoic King. Have you ever wanted someone to miss you so much that you're the last thing they think about before going to sleep, and the first thing they think of when they wake up? If so, you're in the right place, because today we're going to learn how to make yourself unforgettably memorable. We'll be delving into 10 Stoic principles that go beyond simply arousing mild longing. Rather, they're about changing you into someone who is utterly irresistible in their absence. As Seneca once said, "Absence sharpens love, presence strengthens it." Let's investigate how to make your absence really felt, and keep in mind that you should never skip any steps, because each one is essential to learning the art of being incredibly missed. Before we jump in, here is a small assignment for you to complete tomorrow. Leave a comment here with the words that are on your mind. It's brief, sweet, and wonderfully sums up our conversation today. It will also be interesting to see how many of you are participating at this point. Let's get set to examine these 10 effective Stoic techniques that will increase their desire for your presence. Summary. Let's get started with principle number 1 right away. Principle 1. Independent self-sufficiency. You might be wondering how this makes someone miss me more. Well, it all comes down to demonstrating your completeness on your own, which is incredibly alluring and fascinating in any kind of relationship. Think about it this way. When you're self-sufficient, you're not clinging or desperate for someone. Instead, than chasing your significant other's attention, you should be living your best life, pursuing your passions, and taking care of yourself. When you're not always there for your partner or relying on them for happiness, you create a healthy space in your relationship. This space isn't about distance. Rather, it's about giving each other the room to grow individually. What happens in their minds when you're not around? They wonder what you're up to. They remember how you handle things with such autonomy and poise, and guess what? They start to miss that vibrant, self-reliant side of you. So embrace your self-sufficiency. It's not about pushing them away, but rather, it's about drawing them into a deeper, more respectful admiration of who you are. Remember that as you cultivate your independence, control your emotions so that your relationships go in the way you desire. You may be thinking, control my emotions, I just want them to miss me. But here's a secret. Controlling your emotions is like riding a powerful horse. Every time you interact, you're calm, composed, even when the conversation heats up or takes an unexpected turn. This level of emotional control doesn't just impress. It intrigues. Why? Because as Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, you have power over your mind. Not outside events realize this, and you will find strength when you display such strength. It leaves a lasting impression by managing your reactions. You create an aura of mystery and depth. Your partner starts to ponder what's going on in their mind. They're used to reactions driving your behavior, but now you're unperturbed, serene. This newfound composure makes them curious about your inner world, drawing them closer and keeping them guessing. Now, mastering your emotions doesn't mean you become a robot. It's about responding rather than reacting. This subtle shift means when you do express your feelings, they're thoughtful, genuine, and far more impactful. And guess what happens? Then they miss the warmth of your deliberate affection when you're not around. So stay cool. Stay thoughtful and watch as they start to wonder and wander back to you. Remember, keep your emotional cards close to your chest. Maybe leave them with a little something to think about, a hint that whispers, "Will you be thinking of me tomorrow after all?" A touch of mystery goes a long way in. The game of love number 3. Intentional communication. Ever wondered how just a conscientious communication? Intentional communication is your secret weapon in this situation, because just a few words may make someone crave your presence even more. Intentional communication is speaking with purpose and depth, which may have a significant impact on how you are perceived and remembered. It is carefully selecting your words to ensure they are insightful and offer value to the conversation. Speaking with the intention of connecting, understanding, and enriching the interaction is what it means to leave them wanting more of your insights, humor, and uniquely thoughtful way of expressing yourself. As Seneca once said, "Speak so you can speak again." By using intentional communication, You create layers of curiosity and interest in your partner. They find themselves thinking back on what you said, pondering your words, and yes, missing the depth and engagement of your discussions. They begin to appreciate not just the conversation, but the communicator. This does more than just make your conversations memorable. It makes them meaningful. And when you're not around, your words linger in their mind. Your voice echoes in their thoughts, coming them closer even in your absence. Make your words matter, and watch as they work their magic to remember you. Keep in mind that it's not just what you say that matters, but also how you say it. Continue to communicate thoughtfully, perceptively, and consistently with a sprinkle of charm. Number 4, acceptance of absence. Here's a twist on acceptance of absence for you. Although it seems counterintuitive, accepting the moments you spend apart can really bring you closer together. Consider how accepting your absence can increase their yearning for you and strengthen your bond with them when you're together. In this manner, absence doesn't just make the heart grow fond, it also so builds anticipation and appreciation. By accepting and even valuing the times you're apart. You demonstrate a strong sense of self and an understanding that true connection isn't about constant proximity, but about the quality of the emotional bond. As Epictetus put it, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. Free yourself from the need to cling and watch how this freedom transforms your relationship. Dynamics. Imagine implementing this. Instead of bombarding them with messages when you're not together, allow some breathing room. Let the silence between you spark curiosity and a bit of mystery. When you do this, you're not just another predictable part of their day. Today you become the highlight. The moment they look forward to. This principle teaches you to be comfortable with the ebb and flow of togetherness and solitude. It encourages you to find joy in your own company, which in turn makes you more attractive and intriguing when you're together again. After a time away, the relationship feels renewed, stronger, and more energetic. Therefore, cherish the time spent apart and allow it to deepen your desire. Remember that being apart from someone doesn't mean that there is a void. Rather, it's a space for growth, anticipation, and development. Allow them to sense your absence just enough so that they start thinking about you. When you are back together, the happiness and gratitude you share are evident, making every moment even more valuable. Mindfulness in interaction. It all comes down to making every moment count so intensely that your absence is felt greatly. How can being totally present in your interactions help them miss you more when you're not around? Being mindful is giving it your all during your time together, paying close attention, and responding wisely. It involves being present not just physically but also mentally and emotionally. This method transforms routine conversations into deep and memorable ones. An experienced Marcus Aurelius once advised, "Do every act of your life as if it were your last." Applying this to your interactions means treating every conversation and every shared moment as if it could be the most important one. Imagine this: each time you're together, you bring an intensity of presence that makes every laugh richer and every glance more poignant. You're not just passing time together, you're making the time spent together special. This depth of engagement leaves a lasting impression that continues to resonate with them, even when you're apart. By practicing mindfulness in your interactions, you create an emotional depth that makes your presence incredibly enriching, and your absence noticeably empty when you're not around. They start to miss the quality of attention and care you bring into their lives. They miss being truly seen and heard in ways that only you have made them feel. So dive deep into each moment you share. Make mindfulness your secret ingredient in the recipe of making them miss you. Remember, when you're fully present, you leave traces of your spirit with them, making sure you're always on their mind tomorrow. This isn't just about being unforgettable. It's about making every interaction count double. And just like that, we're halfway through our video. If you're still with us, it means this content is striking a chord. If you haven't yet liked the video or subscribed to our channel, I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. Now, your support means a lot and helps us keep creating content that resonates with you. So now let's dive into the 6th principle, a crucial step in our journey to make them miss us badly. This one is particularly important, so you'll want to pay close attention. Number 6, consistency and consistency in communication. How can maintaining a steady and thoughtful communication pattern make someone miss you more? It's about creating an expectation of quality and reliability in your interactions that makes your absence felt more acutely. When you're not in touch, consistency in communication doesn't mean bombarding them with messages all day, every day. Rather, it's about establishing a pattern of meaningful and reliable exchanges, whether it's a good morning text, a midday check-in, or a nightly recap of your day. These regular touch points build a rhythm that becomes a cherished part of their day. As Seneca said, regularity is a sign of wisdom in common communication. This regularity reassures them that you're thoughtful, dependable, and invested in the relationship picture. This even when life gets hectic, you keep up with your pattern of touching base. This consistency becomes something they rely on, a comforting and stabilizing force amidst the chaos of daily life. When you suddenly skip these interactions, your absence is immediately noticeable, and strangely enough leaves a space that they're eager to fill. Again, by being consistent in your communication, you weave yourself into the fabric of their daily routine. When you're not there, they miss the warmth and security your messages bring. They look forward to hearing from you again, feeling a tangible gap when the expected word doesn't come. So let's be straight. 7th, be consistent in how you talk to them, and watch as they start to miss you in the little moments of silence that your absence creates. Remember that you're trying to be on their minds all the time, not just sometimes. It's about becoming an important and reliable presence in their lives, even from afar. Why-based. Having a life with purpose makes people miss you more because it means you're driven, passionate, and involved in meaningful activities. When you live purposefully, you're not just waiting for someone else to fill your time. You're out there making the most of it. Having a purpose in life makes you more interesting and attractive. This shows that you have goals and aspirations beyond your relationship. It also shows that you're actively contributing to the world, which makes you more interesting and admirable. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, plans fail because they have no aim. When a man doesn't know what harbor he is making for, no wind is the right wind. Having clear goals makes you more directed, dynamic, and compelling. For example, when you talk about your projects, volunteer work, or creative pursuits, your partner sees how lit you are. The excitement you feel when talking about these interests is contagious and leaves a lasting impression. When you're not together, they miss the energy and inspiration you bring. They think about the exciting news you'll share next, and they feel the gap when those conversations pour out. When you live a purposeful life, you become someone who is always growing and changing. This makes every interaction with you new and satisfying, and when you're not around, your significant other misses being a part of that exciting journey. So embrace your pursuits and let your purposeful living show them that you love life and are committed to making a difference. Remember that as you live with purpose, they'll think of you tomorrow, not just because they love you, but because they admire and want to be like your zest for life. Control your feelings. Emotional moderation. How does controlling your feelings make someone miss you more? It's about creating a balanced dynamic where your emotional expressions are thoughtful and measured, which improves the quality of your interactions. When you practice emotional moderation, you don't overwhelm your partner with strong reactions, whether they're positive or negative. This Stoic way of thinking lets you deal with relationships. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike the person who caused the harm." This means that you should not react to situations on the spur of the moment, but with calm and deliberate action. For example, you should handle disagreements with poise and show your love in a way that is sincere but not suffocating. This balanced approach leaves room for anticipation and desire. Your partner knows that your feelings are real and not just emotional outbursts. When you're not around, they miss the stability and depth of your presence and wonder about your calm and collected thoughts. They look forward to your measured expressions of love. Being moderate doesn't mean being cold or unattached. It means showing that you are in charge of your feelings and not letting them run your life. This stability is very appealing and builds a base of respect and admiration in any relationship. So let's try to find the perfect balance in how we show our feelings. If you do this, you'll not only improve your interactions, but you'll also make sure that they remember you tomorrow as someone who brings peace and not chaos to their life. Remember that in the dance of love, sometimes the number quiet moments strikes a chord with me the most. 9. Strength in being resilient in hard times. How does showing resilience make someone miss you more? It shows that you can handle life's ups and downs with strength and grace, making you a reliable and comforting presence in their life. To show resilience in adversity, you have to face problems head-on without falling apart. This shows that you are strong and reliable, which are both very attractive in a relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Understanding this principle shows us that being able to handle and grow from problems not only makes us better people, it also makes us better partners. Imagine that you are going through a hard time, but are able to keep your cool and work through your problems in a methodical way. Your partner not only respects but also admires you for this, because they see you not only coping but thriving through hardships. When you're not together, the memory of your strength gives them confidence and assurance, and they miss the safe feeling they get from being around you. Being resilient means more than just surviving. It means getting back up better every time. It means being able to find solutions, stay positive, and keep moving forward even when things get hard. This level of mental and emotional toughness is not only beautiful, it will also draw your partner to you. People will be drawn to your unshakable spirit and motivated by your ability to deal with whatever life throws at you. Think about the small but powerful effects of being resilient in everyday situations. You may have lost your job but quickly started looking for new ones with a positive attitude. You may have been through a family problem and were able to support everyone while keeping your own emotions in check. When your partner sees you dealing with problems with grace, they start to see you as a pillar of strength. This not only increases their respect for you, but it also deepens their emotional connection with you. They start to value your role in their life as someone they can count on and who won't give up under pressure. Your dependability and strength become a source of comfort and admiration, making them miss you more when you're not around. Moreover, being resilient in difficult situations also means keeping a positive attitude. It's easy to be positive when things are going well, but you know you're strong when you can see the bright side of even the worst situations. This positive attitude can help your partner get through hard times. When you're not together, they'll miss not only your company but also the hope and positivity you bring into their life by building resilience. You don't just survive, you show others how to do the same. This makes every reunion more meaningful because they look forward to being with someone who makes them want to be strong too. They start to associate you with safety, stability, and hope, all of which are important in a loving relationship. Challenges should be seen as chances to show them that you're strong and stable, and that no matter what happens, you'll be there for them. Remember that by being resilient, you'll be on their mind tomorrow as someone who brings love and strength into their life. Your resilience becomes a cornerstone of the relationship, something that makes you irreplaceable and deeply missed when you're not there. Being consistent with character number 10. Being consistent with who you are doesn't make someone miss you more. It means being a reliable and predictable force in their life while still having enough of a mystery to keep them interested. Being consistent means that you are the same person you were yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Epicus said that this kind of dependability builds trust and safety in the friendship. First, tell yourself what you'd be, and then do what you need to do. This consistent behavior lets your partner know who you are and what they can expect from you, which is incredibly reassuring and comforting. Now picture how this works in a relationship. You're someone who sticks to their values, keeps their promises, and always treats their partner with respect and kindness. This makes you more than a good partner. It makes you someone they can count on and really value. Because you are always the same, they know what to expect and can fully trust your relationship. This makes your presence necessary and your loss deeply felt. Being consistent doesn't mean you become boring in every way. It's important to add little surprises and spontaneous moments to keep the relationship alive and interesting. It could be a surprise date night, an unexpected gift, or just a funny message to make their day. These moments of unpredictability, along with your strong character, make you both reliable and fun. Think about it. Staying true to your core values and actions builds a strong base. Your partner knows that they can count on you to be the same loving, supportive person they've always known. This kind of reliability is rare and very valuable, and when you're not around, they miss having that rock-solid presence in their life. However, by adding a little spontaneity, you keep the relationship from becoming dull. For example, plan a surprise weekend getaway or send a heartfelt note. These actions show that while you are dependable, you can also keep things exciting and new. By keeping this balance, you make sure that your partner looks forward to both the stability you provide and the delightful surprises you bring into their lives. In conclusion, embrace the power of being consistent in character while leaving room for spontaneity. This balance will make sure that you're not only missed for being a rock in their lives, but also looked forward to for the moments of joy and surprise you bring. Remember that by being on their mind tomorrow, you're building a relationship based on trust and the thrill of the unexpected. Your partner will appreciate the stability you bring and eagerly anticipate the delightful surprises you're capable of. This mix of dependability and excitement makes you indispensable, leaving them longing for your presence when you're not around. This mix is what makes you unforgettable and deeply missed. Your partner will love the safe foundation you give them and look forward to the surprises you bring into their life. This dynamic will make sure that they always think of you when they need to make plans for tomorrow. Now, before you go, don't forget to hit that like button. Please like the video and click subscribe if you haven't already. Then come join our group at Power Stoic Habits for more insights on how Stoicism can transform your everyday life. And hey, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and just type on their mind tomorrow to let me know you're ready to be the person who's missed. Not just today, but every day. It's a fun way to commit to applying these principles, and who knows? Maybe your comment will be the first thing someone thinks of tomorrow morning. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more people who could benefit from these timeless Stoic teachings. Plus, it's always great to see who's ready to take these lessons to heart and make a real difference in their relationships. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep those Stoic principles in your heart and your character consistent, and you'll not only be on their mind tomorrow but every day thereafter. Remember, the journey to being missed is about enriching your own life and becoming someone worth missing. Each principle we've discussed today is a step towards building deeper, more meaningful connections that stand the test of time. Until next time, keep building those habits that make life truly worth missing. Stay strong, don't give up, and keep shining with your unique Stoic. Okay, Grace, now you have to make it happen. I can't wait to see how you do it. Take care, and I'll see you in the next movie.